Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we'll be taking a look at the master bot. Now this bot is the last bot in the Trash Talking bots by chess.com and he is rated 2100. So I start with the white pieces. I go e4, he goes c5, the basic moves, Sicilian defense, and now I bring my knight out by the book and he pushes the pawn, and now we're into the French variation of the Sicilian defense. I bring out my knight as well. He brings out his knight. I push my bishop trying to attack the knight. He brings out his knight trying to defend the knight. And so I don't take the knight, but I push my pawn instead. Now he takes the pawn and I take back with the knight. Now he has to take with the knight, and instead of taking with the knight, he pushes the queen here. Now this is something new because I am defending the bishop by both of the knights, so I don't have any issues here. I bring out my bishop trying to give him an attack, when I take this or do something and put the queen into pressure. He takes, I take, and now still I'm better because his queen can't take this or else he just blunders his queen. So this is a great position I have against a 2100 rated bot, and he pushes the queen back. I also bring my bishop back so that I can open my square for the queen. He pushes the pawn trying to force my bishop back, and so I take the bishop and bring it back here. Now I do have a very bad position, I feel like, because I have two bishops stacked like this, but the eval bar says I'm fine and I'm winning. Now he pushes the pawn, I just castle, and he brings out the knight. I put my queen on this square hoping that he would move and make some position that I could play in. He brings out the bishop. I stack my rook and the queen on the d file, trying to go for checkmate. He castles, and now I bring out my bishop, trying to trade off the bishop here, and he takes the trade, and I take back with the queen. After that, he puts the bishop here, and I bring my queen back again. The rook and the queen lined up. He brings the rook here, and I put my queen here, trying to get the queen trade. He takes the queen trade, and I take back, and now he pushes the pawn, and now you can see this move here is something that makes my position very good. I put my rook here, and I have the stacked towers here. He pushes the rook. I just take this pawn. He takes, and now I put my bishop here, forking these two pieces here. So if he moves this away, I just take here. I mean, wherever he moves the knight, I would just take. And if he just moves the bishop away, still I take this knight. So instead of doing that, he pushes the rook here, trying to attack here. I move my king so that if he came here, I would just take, or if he comes here trying to take all my pawns, I would just take the rook. Now he pushes the pawn again, and this is again a blunder by a 2100 rated bot. Look at how he pushes the pawn and weakens the king side for himself. I take, he takes with the bishop, and now I sacrifice my rook. He takes the rook, and I give him a check. Now he pushes the king out of this square, and if you look at the eval bar, I'm just winning because I have a better position. I start eating up the pawns here, and I'm just eating the pawns and giving him a check. I was hoping if he would stop this here, and I would trade off my rook because I have a knight, but instead of this he moved his king and went on for a play. He tried defending his pieces as well, but then at the end I came up with the best move, which is bringing the knight here, and now even if I take and he takes, I would take back with the knight and I'm winning. But he doesn't do that. Instead, he's trying to take this pawn and promote his pawns to a queen, so I force a trade here. Now he could have moved anywhere, but that loses the rook, so I just force him to take. I take, and now I'm just winning. So in this end game, I take this pawn, he takes, and I bring out my king. He pushes the pawn, and here I don't take. I stop this position because I felt like I was weakened here, and he could promote because of my blunder here, which is um, offering this pawn to take. After that, the king moves back, and I just bring out my king. And now look at this position. I have this stacked here, so the king cannot take my knight, and I take these pawns with my king. And now I'm pushing my pawns, but I don't want any stalemates, so what I do is I move my king out, so that, his king has some squares to move. The engine was suggesting me to take this pawn here, but I don't understand. If I take this and he takes back, that wouldn't make sense. And now I'm pushing my pawn, and he can't do anything, so I'm just stacking every piece up and just moving all my pieces for a great attack. Now I stop these two squares as well, and I am defending almost every piece, every square with my pieces. And finally, I give him a check. He has to move here, and I give him a checkmate. And that brings us to the end of this great video. I beated the 2100 rated bot. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe and share your thoughts below. I'll see you in the next video. Till that, take care. Goodbye.